I found my roommate was using my fun time toys, so I put itching powder on them, and now I discovered my roommate Becca was using my personal items when I found them moved in my drawer. We'd been living together for 8 months, and while she was messy and ate my food, this crossed a massive line. These were expensive items I'd bought for my long-distance relationship, kept in my private bedroom drawer in a locked box. The lock had been picked. At first, I thought I was paranoid. Maybe I'd moved things myself, but then I set up a small test, positioned them specifically, took a photo. Sure enough, next time I traveled for work, they'd been moved. The final confirmation came when I noticed one had been cleaned and put back slightly damp. I felt violated. Instead of confronting her immediately, I went nuclear. I carefully applied itching powder, the kind from novelty shops, to everything. Not enough to cause real harm, just enough to be incredibly uncomfortable. Then I waited. 2 days later, Becca called in sick to work. She was in the bathroom constantly, walking funny, clearly miserable. She went to urgent care claiming she had some kind of allergic reaction. The doctor prescribed cream and told her to identify any new products she'd used. That evening, Becca was on the couch with ice packs, nearly crying from discomfort. She was Googling symptoms frantically, convinced she had some rare condition. I almost felt bad. Almost. You okay? I asked innocently. I think I'm allergic to something, she moaned, but I haven't changed anything. Detergent, soap, nothing. That's weird, I said. Maybe it's something you came into contact with. She went quiet, then quickly said, yeah, maybe. The itching lasted another day before subsiding. Becca was exhausted, embarrassed from having to explain her symptoms to doctors, and clearly suspicious but unable to accuse me without admitting what she'd done. I thought that would end it. But a week later, I overheard her on the phone with her sister, laughing about using my things. She has no idea, she giggled. Little Miss Prude would die if she knew. That's when I realized the itching powder wasn't enough. She hadn't learned anything, just thought she'd gotten away with it. So I escalated. I bought a nanny cam disguised as a phone charger, positioned it perfectly in my room. Legal in my state for your own bedroom. The next time I left town, I caught everything. Her picking my lock, going through my drawer, using my items, then washing and returning them. But here's what really got me. She brought her boyfriend into my room. They were in my bed, using my things. The violation went beyond what I'd imagined. I didn't just want revenge anymore. I wanted her gone. I sent the footage to our landlord with a formal complaint about illegal entry into my locked bedroom and theft of personal property. I didn't specify what was stolen, just that I had video evidence of her repeatedly breaking into my locked space. The landlord was horrified. Becca was violating her lease by entering my private room without permission. She had 30 days to vacate. When Becca got the notice, she went ballistic. You set me up. You poisoned me. I put itching powder on my belongings in my locked drawer in my room, I said calmly. Why would that affect you? She couldn't answer without confessing. She tried telling the landlord I'd booby-trapped the apartment, but when asked how she encountered the trap, she had no explanation that didn't incriminate herself. The best part? Her boyfriend saw the footage too. I'd sent it to him accidentally on purpose when trying to send it to a friend with a similar name. He was disgusted, not about the items, but about her using someone else's personal things and lying about it. They broke up. Becca moved out in 2 weeks, not the full 30. She tried to blast me on social media, but her vague posts about her psycho roommate who poisoned her just made her look unstable. When pressed for details, she couldn't explain without exposing herself. My new roommate, Sarah, is lovely. She respects boundaries, we cook together sometimes, and she's never once entered my room without permission. I don't even lock my drawer anymore. Don't need to. Last month, I ran into Becca at a coffee shop. She turned red and practically ran out. Her friend asked what that was about. I just smiled and said, she's allergic to me. The itching powder was petty. I know that. But sometimes petty is exactly what someone deserves when they violate your privacy, your space, and your trust. She thought she could use me and my things without consequence. She thought wrong.